I'm about to play this nigga court.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Stream up, me and Court playing. It's crazy how nice that nigga is with these teams. Cause they weak as fuck.
First carry for Darius Geis.
There's Geis taking off.
And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there. Right,
I created a monster.
44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Yeah, he got...
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You wasn't going to trade him, though. You would have traded him for Danielle?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Urban.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Geis.
That nigga stopped Geis in his tracks.
Did they stop him? They did. Darius Geis denied. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones.
Oh, my God.
Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big
that
window.
That nigga just fucked clean over me with that.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
You talking about the Giants, nigga?
First down on a gain of 16. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
Mike Hughes so goddamn slow.
Open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard.
It ain't that easy.
And again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Protein spill. Check 31. Check 24. Check 24. Bravo. Go.
Operating from the gun. Jones.
Give me that shit, nigga. Good shit, Mike Hughes.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception.
Hey, that nigga might. All right.
You're saying that's going into the
might be a good backup for Xavier.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him. Your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Geis. He'll take this from the
Bro, they is not letting my nigga Geis stiff on nobody.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And an alley to run.
Good shit, Abdullah.
This one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I'm not going to lie to you. Darius Geis is my nigga. And I got Abdullah.
Into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Keep your block, man.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
And that's one of the reasons you like to play.
Devin Coleman, good as fuck on this game.
It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That bitch is elite. I don't surprise that nigga ain't got no X factor. Then the last man, you know, niggas was lining him up at tight end.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Shit, them niggas was lining that nigga up at tight end. When I was playing regs with these good ass savage ass niggas.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a big loss.
That shit took me out of field goal range.
O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Diggs has...
Let's go, Diggs! Let's go!
See here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards.
You got to watch that, bro. You got to watch that play, bro.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can... Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
That nigga Diggs caught that shit on 4th and 26.
In the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On the draw, they go to Geis, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A 2nd down play.
Yeah, exactly.
A loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next
level. Niggas need to give me an X Factor deal for that.
That one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
Hey, but I mean, they did fix that tripping shit, though.
He's a big man. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And Bailey able to knock
that much.
it through.
Niggas be paying thousands of dollars to get some cards on this shit, bro.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get free.
That's why they don't give a fuck.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage.
Daniel Jones hurt. Daniel Jones hurt. This nigga ain't going to be able to do nothing.
Man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the sack here,
I know this nigga mad as fuck.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. On the ball. Check the backer, check the backer. My check. Check. Crunch. Hit it.
Now it's the backup Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Give me that shit, nigga. Eddie Jackson, nigga.
Intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I'm trying to paint me a fuck nigga today.
No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's funny, bro, because you really sound like a coach.
2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Get them yards, guys. Get them yards, guys. We good, baby.
And it'll be second down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second
As long as we don't do nothing crazy, we got the game.
Score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
Oh, fuck.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here.
Who you lost to? Oh, you lost to the Bears. I thought that was
So on 4th down,
I don't know why I was thinking that shit was last season.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, that's a perfect punt. That's perfect. We put this nigga on the 1. Put this fuck nigga on the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Saquon is really something serious.
Interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Now. Check my get.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Here we go. 50, plant. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Now Barkley.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Harrison Smith.
3rd and final timeout.
Doing that juke shit with me, nigga.
Stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Hey, wahoo! 55 is my guy, 55. Go. Go. Hey, check right. Watch 55.
Oh, he might be looking for a field
Now
goal.
Smith. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down.
No, it ain't that easy,
too
Chief.
much, getting
With
outside
that clock,
the
went out.
pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set 70, Indy.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's corralled.
Harrison Smith is giving it to this nigga Saquon.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Just beating the play clock. Smith. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he is out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
He didn't. What the fuck?
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh,
Cousins,
thank God.
And he almost intercepted
Thank
him.
God.
They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check back. Hey, Haywood.
Cousins. He's going to fire.
Yeah, nigga.
The middle.
Let's go.
Caught inside the 25. Oh,
let's go, nigga.
Bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run with Madison, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They run with Geis.
Touchdown, nigga.
His way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long
fuck no, nigga. Good shit, Trey Waynes.
They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7.
We got to set the tone, man. We got to beat this nigga court.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Catch made by Slayton.
We'll take that.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Slam, slam.
Hey!
Smash.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Bam, bam.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the throw going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Get hot! Lady!
Get him! Get him! Get him! 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Well,
good
run on first
shit.
down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got it.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, come on now. Come on.
On 2nd and 15 now. Smith gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 20.
That nigga keep fucking me up with that same little fucking play.
26 and also a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Hey, exit.
Smith going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's go.
The defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
He missed the field goal?
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And now a fumble.
Are you fucking serious?
And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
This nigga Diggs fumble, man.
It's tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field.
This nigga Diggs fumble, man.
And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Go now. 50, plant.
Switch up.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
General West.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here. Shift.
Go. Bravo. Hit it.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post.
Man, this nigga Diggs fumble, bro.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
We're going to stay in it, though.
In the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey,
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards.
What the fuck was that?
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now! Hey, Zoo!
Smith on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Look, squeeze!
Check nickel.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as a...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 17, Cousins. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up
Catch the
incomplete.
ball, man.
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Good route kick.
Check 43.
Hey, high 7.
Joker.
Hey, Ringo 48.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with
I lost this fucking game, man.
We know how
Big fumble.
The football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey, man, see, that's what I be talking about,
and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
This game always
success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Look at me, zipper.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense.
Oh, my God!
No one getting behind.
Oh, my God!
Easy throw. But nowadays,
look what just happened, bro.
Tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up.
I let the nigga catch it and everything.
So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's incomplete.
This game, Lord horn me, bro.
Comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.
I can't never
You take the lead into the 4th
They can't never just give me the game. I done played defense. I done scored. I done stopped the nigga. I can't never just.
Because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter,
nigga fumbled the fucking ball when I got the game in the bag.
Closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.
Left this nigga with 57 rushing yards and 98 passing yards.